Rabindranath Tagore is a great thinker and an excellent poet of our country. In the year 1910, his Bengali poems, Gitanjali, a tiny booklet, was published in Bengali. In 1912, he himself translated those poems in English. And in the year 1913, he got the Nobel Prize for Literature. That was the first Nobel Prize India got. Afterwards, India never got a Nobel Prize for Literature, though we got Nobel Prize in Science, but not for literature. That Gitanjali has a high standard of literary and a great depth of spirituality. In the book Joyful Lips, this book Joyful Lips, there are 5 of his poems are sung as hymns. In our Jesuit houses, including Bon Jesus community, for our evening prayer, sometimes we sing these hymns, but I have not heard in Basilica these hymns. In Gitanjali, there is one poem very apt for today's occasion. The title is Where the Mind is Free. I'm not a singer, but let me sing for you one verse of it. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country away. Where knowledge is free, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country away. The other verses go like this. Where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depths of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sands of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. Probably this hymn which you heard just now inspired Baba Saheb Ambedkar and his team. And there was also one Jesuit, a great Jesuit, Father Jerome D'Souza, a Konkani speaker of Madurai province, held high positions in the Society of Jesus, national level and international level. He was also one of the members to write the constitutions, especially the rights of the minorities. The Constitution of India begins with these words. It is called preamble. We, the people of India, all in capital and bold letters. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to serve to all its citizens justice, liberty, equality, fraternity. And this constitution was passed in the Lok Sabha 26th of November 1949. Now, what is the situation? Democracy might be replaced by autocracy. There may not be any elections. Our country is based on the principle of unity in multiplicity. Our country has any number of languages, cultures, rituals, religions, food habits, dress patterns, climatic conditions, and so on. This has been replaced or going to be replaced by unity in uniformity, one religion. And we will be led by, not by constitution, but one religious book of a particular religion. And others have no right here. They were to remain or get out of the country. They will be persecuted. Such is the situation. I'm not talking about any hypothetical situation. It is the real situation which you know what is happening in our country. So what shall we do? Shall we run away from our country, as many of our brethren are do, which I feel very sad, especially in Goa? Okay, you can go abroad to earn your livelihood, but to give up your citizenship? We are the sons and daughters of this soil. We are not outsiders. We are insiders. This country belongs to us and not to any politicians, not to a particular religion, not to particular people. All of us have equal rights. As Christians, we are minority, less than 2.5, including Catholics, Protestants, Orthodox, and believers. But let us remember, we are all Christians, and we have a great responsibility towards our country to save this country. We should be, as Jesus said, the light, the salt, and the east of this country. Let us not forget this. Let us not curse the darkness. Let us light one candle, tiny candle. It burns itself, but it gives light. Salt. How much salt is required for food? It depends on the quantity of food, but very little. How much yeast is needed? It depends on how much dough you have. But the light, the salt, and the yeast makes all the difference. And we know this. And this should be our role. Even if we cannot do much for our country, let us pray for our country. There was a time in Goa, our Christians held quite high positions in the government offices. Today, we don't find. Where will you find when our fellows run away from our country? They don't study. How can you find? As I said, this country belongs to us. Yes, there are injustice towards our Catholics don't get easily promotion. All that is true. All that is true. And yet, let us not give up our hope. God delivered people of Israel when they observed His commandments and they worshipped the true God. This we read in the Bible. If we really worship one and only one true God, and we observe His commandments, He will be with us. He will fight for us. Nothing to worry. What they can do to us? They can arrest us. They can kill us. That's all. Nothing more. And that has been the history of Christianity. Countless people have given their life for Jesus. And today, let us pray, brothers and sisters, earnestly, that we live a life which is pleasing to Jesus. Jesus says, the truth will set you free, and Jesus is the truth. St. Paul tells his beloved disciple, which we heard in the first reading, to Timothy, pray for all those who are in authority. So let us continue to pray and to work for this, our country, and let us not run away from this country. Let us remain in the country. Let us fight for our rights. Let us remain united. You see, this is my plea. If we are not united in the church, how will we be united outside? How many times I say, come forward. Let us sit together. There is a strength. These 5 fingers go 5 directions. There is no strength. When these 5 fingers become a fist, you knock and you can kill a person. Try. You knock here, the person will fall. But we are not united. We don't want to be united. We are comfortable in our respective places in the churches. Maybe same situation at homes and in our wards and villages. Let us give up this pride. Let us be humble before the Lord. Let us get united. Let us support our Christians. Let us remain together. And there is unity, there is a strength when we are together. May God bless our country and bless all of us and give light to our leaders who are in darkness.